Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Talking Automotive podcast, episode 23. It's myself, Zach, and we have Overtaking Lane, Dave, and Ty as well on. We're just going to be chatting and chilling for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes maybe, because they have to go and do their own podcast. But welcome, boys.
How we going?
Yeah, g'day, guys. Good to join you. It worked out well for us.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, certainly. Yeah, you guys have your own podcast as well. Do you want to, I guess... Well, yeah, you guys have first, sort of come on this podcast and everything else as well, but you guys actually have a way more successful podcast. Do you want to speak a little bit more about that?
When it comes to podcasting, I think we've got about 12 listeners, but we have a few people on YouTube as well and watch us live. But yeah, I don't know, Tyler will give the shout-outs.
Yeah, so the podcast is called Overtaking Live. We do it every Thursday night at 7:30 Queensland time.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it. This will be our 85th episode. We've done one episode every week for the last probably a year and a half now. So
damn,
yeah. It's and yeah, I think we've never missed a week. We have had to do some on location, like we've been out at Kenda Radial drags and stuff, and done it trackside, like from the starting line at Willowbank at the drag before.
That's so crazy, eh?
Whip out the gear.
So
that's
every
awesome.
week. It can be hard, to never miss a week. Things in your life, ups and downs, and stuff's always happening. But yeah, it's a challenge that we try and rise to each week.
No, that's awesome. Because I have seen a lot of your podcasts and everything from actual trackside as well. Like whilst you're filming for your own episodes as well. Because you guys do a lot of drag stuff, don't you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, so a lot of live streaming and stuff as well. We'll go out to some of these events and live stream drag racing for 14 hours straight from the side of the track. So the idea of that is to do it a little bit differently where, sometimes you go and you watch an event like that and they stop the stream in between and you've got to find it again or you miss some because you couldn't find the new stream. So we just leave it running. And, there's down times and all that, but it's still going and we try and talk through that and keep it going.
Yeah.
But yeah, that can be hard when there's like a oil down on the track for an hour or something, and you're trying to keep people on.
Got to be entertaining.
Yeah,
yeah, you got to keep the conversation flying without the action happening.
Yeah.
Do you find it hard talking out in front of people whilst you're down there as well? If there is oil down, you're just talking to a camera.
We did at the start. Even just shooting videos, like just normal videos at the start. You'd sort of go hide around the corner at a car show to do your intro and stuff. But now I don't care. I just do it. You get used to it. I think how many weekly videos have we done? Not is it Tyler?
Be like, there's a heap because we've done bonus videos. We've done 2 years and doing the videos straight, and then a year and a half doing the live show. I think. Yeah.
Holy crap!
So
nice
and we still haven't grown a whole lot, but we try and have fun. So we got invited to go to Kenda. The drags are on today, started today, 660 Radial in Sydney. We got invited down, but they're they only invited us Monday, or Sunday actually. He called me up and said, "Can you make it?" And I'm like, well, I do work, so I'll see if I can get the time off. And I got to fly down and everything, but I just couldn't get the time off.
Yeah, bit of a late notice.
Yeah, it was too late. He knew that it was likely, but they sort of didn't have a lot of plans because they didn't know whether the event would go ahead as well because of COVID and all that sort of stuff. So
it's pretty rough, but
yeah,
that's rad. You're getting invited places and doing all that stuff though.
Yeah, especially by some big companies too. That's wicked.
Yeah, Kenda. Woo.
Yeah, I went out and shot a video. Tyler you were doing something else that weekend.
Yeah, I think I was on a holiday or something.
Yeah,
I don't know what I was doing.
Shot a video at Kenda and just put it up, and then they called me up and said, "Hey, we love that video. Do you want to come and do some stuff for us each time?" And we're like, "Yeah, sweet." So that was sort of one of the bigger call ups that we got, and we got invited out to Street Machine Drag Challenge not too long ago, and Telfo from Street Machine rang up and said, "Mate, what are you doing? Do you want to come out?" And they were locked down, and they were like, at that point, it was looking like they couldn't get anyone there. A couple of their journos, and they're like, "Can you do it?" And that was like pressure on, But then it did lift, and they had their guys there as well, which their guys are running around with cinema cameras and Canon C300.
Yeah, they got everything, all the goods.
Yeah. So they had some pretty good footage, but then we dropped them a heap of footage, and even in the Street Machine videos, it was cool. You go, oh, that's our footage.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
That's awesome, hey.
Yeah.
And like even just to enter as like even like a spectator of those events isn't cheap. Like some of those weekends can cost up to $50 just to spectate, can't they?
Yeah, I think. Look, our first year, Tyler, we paid for nearly every event, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So in our first year, I don't think there was. I can't even think if we even got a free event other than just the little car meets and stuff we'd go to. But by the time we worked out our first year of doing YouTube, we were probably in the hole about 10 grand. By the time we did all our equipment, and then you go to an event like Power Cruise, and there's $70 for us to get in. You're buying lunch, your petrol out there, your time. Well, I don't even think that was counting time actually when we worked that out. We were about 10 grand we sunk into it, but it wasn't because we didn't do YouTube to make money though.
Yeah,
so that
do it for fun.
We sort of like to make money now. I think that'd be cool if we did, but by all means, we're keen to make money. Are you guys monetized
at the moment?
Hey, we're monetized, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So, that's good.
I think we're like cost neutral now.
Yeah, definitely. It doesn't.
So the channel has made your money back, or is it making it back?
Yeah, we've got money in the bank. We don't take from the channel though either. So
yeah,
so we don't take anything from it ourselves, but because we want to put everything back in. But yeah, we've got money in the bank, so we can get to events and stuff if we need to, and
that's cool.
Take from that, which that helps. If we have to pay for an event, we now pay with the channel's money, not
out of pocket. Yeah. That's so good. Like, how many subscribers have you guys got now?
Just over 5,000.
5,300, I think.
Yep.
Cool.
That is
not massive.
Wicked.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So we're still, for 2 years of all that video and that, it's probably not much really. Like we've been slow grow.
It's pretty good though. Like 5K, pretty good. I just hit 3,000, and like I think I've had my channel for 3 years. I've like been on and off. I haven't been uploading every week. But recently the Hilux, like the 4-wheel drive content has just shot me through the roof. And it's crazy. Like my drift car is just sitting in there getting like dusty as. I had to wash it the other day, and it's just the Hilux stuff or like any 4-wheel drive content is just popping.
I wasn't sure about you chopping the tray up though. I was like,
I noticed that too. Actually, I'm like, don't do it.
Yeah, so
it was all right at the end. I'm like, that turned out.
It's not finished. Like the whole the vision in my head is better than like what came out in that video.
Yeah,
like there's photos and stuff online you can look up of like tub chops and all that stuff, and you get like bars and stuff made up, and it just really finishes it off. And I got new shackles put in, so the car's actually a bit lower in the back now. It evens it out, makes it look better. But yeah.
I love it. It was just get the old go down to Bunny.
And I was in lockdown that day too. Yeah, I was in lockdown for 5 days, no video, and I was like, this was requested a lot. I'll do it. Like, just had to send it.
And now you're going to wrap it as well, because did you hit 200 thumbs up? So you got to wrap it.
Yeah, it's over 200 likes, so I have to wrap it, and I've ordered it. It's coming from Sydney though, so it could be a couple days, or so it won't be this week. It'll be next week, but
very exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I can't wait.
No, that's awesome, man.
Maybe you should share the podcast out and on our page or something, and let people know that
share it out in the Discord.
Yeah. There's a bit of early podcasting happening on. So.
That'd be wicked.
Take a second to say hello to the chat.
Yeah, there's a couple of people in there chatting and watching.
Yeah. How you going, guys?
Yeah, actually heaps. There's
couple
heaps
members.
On my channel as well.
Yeah, a couple of regulars.
Yeah, like 30 people in ours. And then...
I need the other chat. I need your chat as well, Zach. We
got a few running. On more slower nights like this, we kind of just we just kind of chill out. We run a heap of streams on a heap of different platforms, and hopefully bring a lot more people together on the Mezzarino channel. So
cool.
That's wicked. So Overtaking, like, what do you guys do as a job? So I've seen all you do, like the whole YouTube thing and everything else as well. Do you actually have a full-time job as well?
This could be a long podcast. We might turn this into a long podcast. I've got like so I recently sold Cafe and Surfers. That my wife she did most of that work, to be honest. So, but on top of that, I've worked for Thorn Group, which run radio rentals for like 18 years.
Oh, okay.
So I used to run all the radio rental stores all across Queensland, and I was like a regional manager there. But they recently shut all their stores because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so I now run all the collections guys, all the repo guys, basically, that go knocking on doors.
Ooh, that sounds like not a very fun job.
Well, that's what I started there doing 17 years ago. So knocking on doors and taking people's fridges.
Reminder, guys, never, ever, ever, if you see these guys, piss them off.
Wait,
we'll just end badly for you.
Is radio rentals that one? It was like a commercial ages back, and you just rent a fridge, and then you can also like buy it at the end. Or whatever?
Yep, that's it. Yep. So, now I run all those guys, and I look after my staff that I cover now are in so Queensland, far north Queensland, Northern Territory, Western Australia, Tasmania, and Victoria.
Okay.
So I look after a big team.
That's
all
insane.
remotely, working from home because there's no stores, no offices or anything anymore.
Yep.
That's my main job. Then finance my ride. I do that as well. So, so I also finance. So if anyone's after finance for a car, new radiator for a FD or anything.
That really hits home, man. That's crazy. You're speaking my language.
No, I do finance those. We lend for cars, bikes, boats, boobs, you name it, personal loans. We do it all. Finance my ride. So I do that. And then what else do I do? Then we do the online store with Overtaking Lane.
Yep.
And I've recently just took on doing some work on the events with High Octane Motorsport and Photography as well. So out there helping with their Fridays events and that.
Very cool.
It's full on.
Yeah, certainly.
Plus the channel, plus 2 videos a week for 2 years and all the rest of it. And then Tyler, you.
No, I'm a software engineer.
A software engineer?
Yeah.
Right. So do you work for like one company in general?
Yeah, I work for a small little company here on the Gold Coast called Refactor.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Very cool. And also need that to control the little things behind the stream thing that you showed us before.
Yeah. He does all the IT stuff, but except for he has not designed their own website or anything. He does, he's done a few for other people that we've met through the channel and stuff, and you've made some websites on the side and
some cashies.
Yeah, he does all that. But then, what have you done for ours? We just got some like GoDaddy bloody.
Yeah, you set up.
And he's like, I'll do it. And that was like, I don't know how long ago.
Love it.
Still got it running.
Love it. That is brilliant. By the way, massive thank you to Amazing Box for the $1 dono. Pretty appreciate it.
Oh, $1. Woo. Thanks, man. Legend.
No, that's really cool. I've always been really interested because you guys have always been up to so many events, and I know like it can get really hard, especially if you guys were trying to put 2 people and like trying to, I guess, try and develop enough funds to, operate as 2 single people through one YouTube channel at 5,000 subs would be absolutely insane. So I've always been really interested to see what you guys do and still make all the events. So I reckon that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. I think we probably weren't that busy when we started it. I think I was only doing one job at that point in time.
Yeah.
To the cafe. But yeah, it was father and son as well, if you hadn't realised that. But yeah, Tyler, obviously grew up, and then he moved out of home, and he had. You want to tell us? So you started the channel?
Yes, I started the channel probably 5 years ago now, nearly.
Yeah, right.
It was a while ago, and I was like, I'm so keen because I'd watch people like Crispy Media and stuff like that, and I was like, it's what I want to do.
Yeah.
At 6, I started doing that, and I made And well, it was me and 3 friends. We all bought into a camera and we're like, oh, let's go and do it. And then I sort of started doing all the videos, and then we all lost interest after doing about 3 or 4 videos. The camera got put down in the back. I ended up buying them out of the camera because I was like, oh, I want the camera and, take photos and stuff and whatnot.
Yep.
And then that ended up sitting there for a while. And then Dad was like, oh, can I borrow your camera? I'm going to car shows. I want to take photos. So he was taking photos at shows. And then when I moved out of home, I was like, can I have the camera back? I want to get back into YouTube. And he was like, oh, well, we'll do it together. And that's pretty much where the journey sort of started from there. And since that point, we've released a video every week.
That's
every Tuesday.
Cool.
Yeah, that's freaking cool. Like, you get to spend like quality time together doing shit you both love. Like, yeah, it's so cool.
I think we've spent more time together now than we had before.
Yeah, exactly.
Really cool.
Like, it's brought you together more than like you guys would have spent together anyway. Like, especially being moved out.
Probably not. Like, there's only a handful of weekends that we haven't done something and hung out in the last couple of years. So
yeah,
and that can be testing at times too. I'm sure hanging out with your old man. But we've ended up good mates. So
yeah, exactly.
So I think it's pretty cool, and a lot of people envy that. So I think we have a lot of people that watch that go, I envy that father-son relationship.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're pretty lucky with that.
Yeah.
I think I am. That's for sure. So because otherwise he would have moved out of home and done his own thing, and you drift apart.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, certainly. Without a doubt.
I work for my dad, and that's the only time I see him really. Besides, like, if he says come around for dinner, which is rare. I don't really go around to his house or like do that much until like I see him at work, and that's like not that much really. So I love what you guys are doing.
Is he the boss as well?
He is the boss, yeah.
Yeah,
that makes it even harder.
Yeah, that would definitely.
Yeah.
I get a bit bossy with all the stuff around here too. So
I'm sure there's a couple blow-ups every now and then between you two.
He just gets quiet and gets the shits. And
yeah, he gets.
Yo, Torn Asa, thank you so much for the $10 dono, by the way.
Oh, what a legend!
I didn't get a chance to read what it said, but if you can put it in the YouTube chat, that'd be sick.
Yeah, chuck it up in the YouTube chat. That's sick.
Cool.
I just want to go back to
that's crazy.
To the finance thing, because that kind of like sparked me up. How the hell did you start a finance
company? I was
company?
just wondering really quickly. Does Finance My Ride, do they do sponsorships? And would they be interested in working with Zach Baldy?
Well, look, Finance My Ride is actually run by we're aggregated under another finance company, but it's run by a guy by the name, let's call him Salty, because everyone knows him as Salty, but Mark Smith, Salty. He started Finance My Ride a few years ago. So I've just gone on board with him, and then, I'm obviously, got my certifications in finance and fully insured and all the other bits and pieces. There's quite a bit to it. But, and I've been working in the finance industry for obviously, 20 years.
Yeah.
So I've done it for a while, but I've gone in with Salty, and we've got Finance My Ride. It's his company, not mine. I just sort of operate under his banner.
Yeah.
So saves me having my own websites and all the rest of it. And look, actually we're giving away a Maloo at the moment. You know that?
You're giving away a Maloo.
Yeah, VF.
I think
Maloo,
I might have known this.
Like I think when we started giving away, it was like 60 grand. And now they're going up in price.
Yeah.
And it was like last week it was 80 grand. Now they're like worth 90 grand. But there's only 1,000 tickets. It's nearly, we draw it in. Yeah, there's only 1,000 tickets, 1,000 tickets. It's not like, I won't mention any of the other ones that do all this stuff. But they have like 15,000 tickets and plus, like
40,000, 15,000. Yeah.
That's crazy.
1,000 tickets at the moment. It doesn't even look like we will sell that many. We're possibly, not even going to sell enough to cover the car.
Holy shit!
But it's a great opportunity for anyone else to get $99 a ticket.
You're selling it cheaper tickets, but a better chance to win.
Slightly dearer tickets, like
sorry, that's what I meant. Dearer tickets, better chance to win because
Only
those
1,000 tickets.
other ones are like $25 or $30, and then they go from like 3,000 people up to 40,000 people.
Correct.
You know, so it's like trying to win the lottery.
That's exactly
crazy.
right. So,
do you guys do a fair bit of
500 tickets sold? So, and it gets drawn at the 14th of April, is it?
I think so.
About the 14th of April. Closes on the 11th of April. So whatever it sells at that point, that's how many we go. So if we don't sell 1,000 tickets, it still gets drawn.
Yeah.
It actually is for charity. So outside of Finance My Ride, there's a thing called Team FMR, which is Salty's thing.
Okay.
Which is a full proper PBI charity.
Yeah.
So and this was the raffle to start funding the charity. So the charity hadn't, like, it's only a new charity, but it was to help them start having some money to give away. At this point, it looks like we'll have nothing. But a lot of people have heard about us, and we've given away a Maloo.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you do another giveaway or whatever, it'll just you already start with that many like new followers and stuff like for that company. You know, it'll just get bigger and bigger, and that means there'll be more profit going towards the charity, which is rad, like real rad.
If anyone does want a ticket, teamfmr.com.au.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
That out there. So,
and how much are tickets at the moment?
$99 are the tickets.
Yeah.
There you go. Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
okay, so that works out really well. So yeah, I guess like $1,000 tickets, $100,000, $40,000 goes to the charity. That's cool.
There you go. Quick math.
Quick math.
That's the idea. So
2 + 2 is 4. That whole thing. Yeah, that's cool.
At the moment, I think there's about 500 tickets, just over 500 tickets sold.
I think so. I don't know. I haven't checked it for a little while.
So,
and do you guys do a fair bit of social media advertising as well with that sort of stuff to sell them?
Yeah, look, there is. Yeah, Solly looks after all that. We've made some videos and stuff for him, and had a bit of fun with that. But he does that because it is different to Finance My Ride. It is Team FMR. That's charity. That's his thing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So there's a board of directors and all that sort of stuff. Like it's a proper charity. So so they look after all that. But yeah, look, it's been pretty tough for them. I don't think they've got the reach. It's not like some of these other guys that have been.
Like LMCT Plus and Eye Candy and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Those guys, like even LMTC Plus, that's a business for them. That's not a charity. That's not giving to charity.
Correct.
That's a business that they run now. That just
I think very recently they actually started up their own charity, which is what a lot of other people are doing at the moment. I can't exactly remember which one it is though.
Yeah. So Aldi sort of did the charity. His idea of the charity was, he'd leave us to do all the finance. And he goes off and does charity and gives money to people and just enjoys stuff.
That'd be cool.
I've done all the work type thing. You guys do all the loan writing now. I'm going to just go around and hand out money to people.
No, fair cool.
So, and he sort of did it because he wanted to also give straight to people. Like, we had all the bushfires and all the stuff like that. And then people, it's all caught up in red tape. And he wanted to be able to, cut all that out where he could just go down on the ground and be handing out, $1,000 to this person, but checks, to people that need it on the ground right at the time when they need it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Hey, it's kind of like reminds me of when Benny built those cars and got them roadworthy and registered and everything and gave them to people down there that bust their cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. On Benny's Custom Works. Yeah, I remember him doing that. Yeah.
Have you actually met him before? I've been really interested to actually meet them all. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So, we've only met Benny once, twice.
Yeah, that was once at Street Machine.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I'm Dave. He's like, yeah, I watch you. I'm like, oh. No, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we know Alan Woody pretty well. So the car that's behind the camera, Al put the LS in the HJ there.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Videos on the skid factory of that.
Yeah, rad.
So we sort of met them more through that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we've known them for a while. They're pretty nice guys, and the guys at Nugget Garage, we have a lot to do with the Hoff and Ethel. They're super great guys. So that's where Tyler's Skyline was getting dynoed the other week.
Yeah.
Ah, very cool. Ooh. There you go. Has the video come out yet of just how quick that thing is just yet?
Yeah, we made 418 horsepower, 309 kilowatts.
Wow. So it's making more kilowatts than mine does horsepower. Sick.
What's done
awesome.
to this said Skyline?
It's fairly standard. There's not a huge amount done. Like it's got a R34 turbo, which has been high flowed.
Yep.
555cc injectors, Haltech computer, Nismo fuel pump, and that's really all the engine mods.
And that's it, just an RB25.
Yep.
Wow. That's so good.
That's awesome.
It's got a lot of suspension mods and stuff.
Yeah, the guy who I bought it off of was a drift instructor down in Melbourne.
So it's got all the camber arms and all the goodies.
Yeah. Yeah, two-way mechanical diff and
very nice.
Do you know who you bought that off by any chance? Do you know his name?
Alex Carosa.
Alex Carosa. I don't know. I thought I might have known one of them.
It wasn't his drift car; it was his daily. So it has been drifted.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, that's wicked. Did you I'm just wondering, did you end up blowing a turbo by any chance at that event that I saw you at, or was it just smoking profusely for other reasons?
At the back.
Yeah.
It just runs pretty rich.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Cool. Because I noticed at the end of the straights, I'm like, it was getting a little bit worse at some of them, and then it was fine. But I was wondering, like, I couldn't really smell anything. I was always wondering.
It looks pretty bad.
Yeah, and you had no boost control.
Yeah.
At that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the Haltech wasn't doing boost control, and neither was the Grady boost controller.
What?
They weren't even wired up.
Very nice.
That's what we discovered in the tune. So it was getting 14 pound, I think, 18 pound, but it was not controlled properly. It was just
Yeah, right. So running a little bit, I guess it's better running rich than lean though.
Yes.
Yeah, it still runs quite rich. And
really, even after tune.
It's probably richer now because we added more fuel, more timing, and more boost.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Injectors are
very
at
nice.
95%.
Yeah. The injectors are pretty well.
Yeah, almost maxed. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, pretty much maxed.
Yeah. So the next purchases for it is probably going to be ARP head studs, and E85.
Okay, I was going to ask that question.
And that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Are you guys heading out to Mezzarino as well, by any chance?
We are.
Yeah, we should be.
Oh, okay. Well, if you guys get passenger bands, feel free to jump in the STD 33.
Yeah,
it'll be my first time passengering in a drift. Anything to do with drift?
I doubt. Anything. I don't think you'd want to call it drift. Like it's mainly like just a monkey behind a steering wheel, like pulling stuff.
Nah, you'll be sliding. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I mean, I've slid everywhere in second gear. I've never been out of second gear and actually been able to maintain a drift, but we'll see how we go.
You'll be right. It'll go good.
Right. We should head up to Archie one of these days and jump in with Luke.
Take the Maloo out, mate. Take the giveaway Maloo for a quick skid. You know, that'll really boost the thing.
It'll be great for the bids.
Well, that's what Troy does with his giveaway cars. He just hypes them up by doing 6 skids in them, and then people go, "Yeah, I want that." Like, you know?
I want a thrash car so much.
We were probably the other way. Like Salty, when he was like, we're doing videos, we're out in the back streets of
drive it like granny.
And he's like, hey, let's get some videos of me doing it. And I'm like, no, we can't do that. Can't put that on there. So we talked him out of it. We were the voice of reason in that one.
No reason, Sen.
Tell us we shouldn't do.
It's all for charity. Come on.
I guess it'd be a pretty bad time if you did a James Nolan to that Maloo as well.
Oh yeah, yes.
What a spud.
Oh man, crashed his wife's drift car. How dare he? Luckily that's repairable, and you can get another over fender, which will cover all that damage. And lucky it's not registered, and you don't have to drive it back home. So good on him.
That's been the other thing for us. I know, Zach, you were talking in one of yours the other day about not having a trailer.
Correct.
Yeah, and that's the same for us. So we do a lot of our events. Everything's drive to, drive home. So
that's it. Yeah. It's even for stuff like Matsuri. Like I've always wanted to go to a drift event where it doesn't feel like I have to drive it back home. I just want to be able to go there, drift, and if the car breaks, it breaks. I'm not too stressed. So I actually went like really far out of my way this year to try and get a trailer for my first ever Matsuri. And to the hope that now if something bad does happen to the car, I won't feel so bad. And I can still enjoy the rest of the event. Like, let's say I go out, first lap, break the car, it's done for the weekend.
Yeah.
I can feel good because, my mates are there. I have a trailer to get me back home. I might not have a ride to work on Monday, but at the end of the day, like, I can still enjoy the event. I have a barbecue there. We have tents. We have everything ready to go. It's going to be more like a party weekend for me than a drift weekend, which is going to be kind of cool. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that makes it good, and because we do the road trip drag challenges and that, and they're awesome because you're out there staying and camping and having a few beers afterwards, and we really enjoy that, and just chilling, hanging out. But I guess the trailer thing, my very first time on the drag track, I've been watching for a long time. I thought we'll get out there and have a go, and I took the VE out and butchered the clutch on the first run. So absolutely spiked the clutch the entire length of the 8th mile at Warwick.
Yeah,
so we did all the way to Warwick, and then butchered the clutch all the way down. So everyone thought I'd done this massive power skid the whole length of the strip. Until they smelt it and went, "Oh no!"
Oh no! That has made me cringe so much.
I was even in the car thinking I was power skidding.
Yeah, you're like,
give it a bit more.
Yeah, I think the GoPro footage at the end, he looks at the camera and goes, I didn't have any traction for that entire run.
That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant.
I managed to still do 5 more attempts on the strip with a butchered clutch, and then drive it all the way home from Warwick to the Gold Coast. And then all the way up to Redcliffe to pull the box out. So,
damn,
at least you managed to get it back home. That's
you did a number on that.
Best thing.
Yeah. Yeah, when it came out, I was like, how are you even driving that still? So,
was that your most sketchy drive home, you reckon?
It actually drove all right. I was like, I was worried, but it still drove all right. But in my mind, it wasn't great. But
yeah. I mean, I did one time. It was actually, I've had 2 real sketchy drives back home. The first one, the R33, I was out drifting and I ended up blowing out the dipstick, which just due to, loose built engine. We're not too stressed about that. So anyway, ended up getting oil all over the engine. So it was already smoking. Degreaser washed down the entire engine bay, fouled out my air intake sensor, which I'm guessing you'll probably know. The only sensor that link needs to run is that air temperature sensor or whatever it is, the intake sensor. Ended up fouling that out, and I was in limp mode the entire way home at 60 k's an hour in 100 zone.
Nice.
Made it. And then my other one was when I cooked the brakes in the XR6. I ended up doing the seal on the bottom of the master cylinder, so I had no pressure in my brakes. I had to pump it a few times for it to actually work.
Yeah, that's good.
hand on the handbrake, and we were just pumping the brakes the whole way home to make sure we were sweet. Cruising on the highway, and just it wasn't fun, that one.
That's rough as.
So we need trailers. We need trailers badly.
Oh, I need a trailer bad. I'm sick of hiring trailers because I don't drive my drift car to events. I just hire a trailer. Mm-hmm. It's so annoying. But I was gonna pick up one, I suppose.
We're doing Rocky Nats coming up. So
very cool. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
you got a place to stay?
We've got to stay in a caravan park up there. So.
Oh, cool! Excellent. I was going to say I'm going to head up there. My sister lives in Gladstone. That's where I'm from. So I'm just going to stay there, and I might see you guys up there. Unless you want a road trip up sometime.
Yeah, well, Mafia Boys World, he's got a car getting done over at Boost Gimps. I don't know, Lep Labs.
Oh, yeah, Lep Labs.
yeah.
His what's he got? The Crusader.
Yeah.
That's in there at the moment. But he's been watching us for a while, and he invited us to go stay with him at Gladstone as well, didn't he? And, we're staying at Gracemere. So
cool. Yeah,
I got a truck, so like a full car carrying truck to take up.
Oh, that's rad.
Ooh,
yeah, so I got a line of it. And luckily, just someone I know. I was borrowing their enclosed trailer. They said I could use that. And then they're like, oh, just worried about the weight, What are you towing it with? So I said, I've got a Prado. And they're like, oh, no, I'm a bit worried about the weight. I'm like, how about you just take my truck? It's got 5,000 Ks on it. Like, it's a massive fuel cab. Like, I'm like, sweet, yep. So we'll be staying in that. So it's going to be, I think it'll be more of me videoing us doing the trip up in the truck. How cool it is.
Yeah,
that's
certainly.
Fucking rad. Some of the drift boys do that down here. They'll just hire a truck to take like 10 different drift cars up to wherever they're going. Like if they're going interstate, and they all just pitch in and send it up. Like it's so cool.
Yeah, it gives us somewhere to stay too. Like we'll stay in the truck, you know.
Yeah,
grab him.
Yeah,
once the car's out.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So I'm looking forward to that. That
is so freaking cool.
30 something days away, Rocky Nuts. So,
yeah, right.
What other big events have we got, Tom?
The next road trip one, which isn't a road trip event.
Oh, yeah, we're going to Drags.
3 days at Roma.
Three days at Drags at Roma.
At a very rural track.
So that's a bit of a drive out there. And that's an 8th mile track. Well, I don't know if it's an 8th mile track at Roma, but we're running 8th mile on it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no prep on the Friday, no prep racing, then full prep on Saturday, and then what's left prep on Sunday. I think there'll be some big power cars out there too.
What the fuck is Zach doing?
Trying to get the dog off the bed, man. He can't be up here. My apologies.
No.
He always decides to come and destroy the live streams for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, let's just sit like a normal human. Thank you.
What time does your podcast start? 7, 8, or 7:30?
7:30 Queensland time.
Okay.
There you go.
No worries.
So, yeah. So we'll
50 minutes.
Yeah, about 50 minutes. Yeah, we kick it off usually. We started early and play a video from one of the weeks.
Okay.
Very cool. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
People jump in chat and sort of talk for a while we're waiting for us to.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, come on.
All right, that's rad.
We talk a bit of it didn't start to be a podcast, did it, Tom?
No, it actually started from. Originally, the reason for starting it was people would come up to us at events and ask, "Oh, how do you find out about all the events?" Because I'm not on Facebook, I can't find it out. So we were like, "Oh, we'll do something on YouTube on a Thursday. We'll tell you what all the events are coming up on the weekend." And then we were like, "Oh, we need to put some more content in." And then we were like, "Oh, there's no way we can even make this thing go for half an hour." And I think our first show we were live for nearly 3 hours.
Yeah, it happens like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That happens to our podcast as well, though. Like, I'll be like, "Oh, boys, fucking had a rough day. We'll just go for a quick 45 minutes, and we'll go for like 3 hours." Like,
what did our Monday or Saturday session go for last week? What was it?
I think that was
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours. That little party session was.
Wait, it started at 5 o'clock and we didn't finish until like close to midnight sometime. Like, it was nuts.
That was so fun.
Oh yeah, we were watching that while driving back from. Power Cruise. Yeah, we were on the car.
Oh no!
Driving, playing through the stereo. Listening to you guys. Yeah, we're arguing about palmies and palmers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's correct. Now that we have some Queenslanders here, what is it?
It is
palmy. Yeah, it's with a Y or with an I.
It's Palmer.
Well, you could go either way, or Y and I, but you can't go Palmer. That's just
Palmer.
No, it's ridiculous. I agree 100%.
Palmy
That's bullshit.
100%. The two chats right there will 100% put it to sleep. 100%.
Palmer. That's it. Ending the stream right now. Palmer.
Taking my stream and going home.
Yeah.
Someone just said Palmo, Palmo.
Yeah, let's settle it, Palmo.
That's horrifying.
There's heaps of comments. They're missing all the comments. So.
Oh, that's all good. Yeah,
people are like in the chat saying it now. Like, remember, like on that party stream, there was like all those bad jokes. That was so good.
Yeah, we got some dad jokes. We got the instruments out.
Yeah, the instruments. That was hilarious.
Oh, we missed the instruments. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, we must have been up by then. We had a big day. We were at it. Yeah, it was massive. It's so hot out there. So
yeah.
Yeah, no, the violin was cracked out after about 5 years.
Oh, look at that.
Did you get it? Have you got it restrung yet? I want to hear this thing played properly. Come on, mate.
I don't know. I got to save up some money for the RX-7 that likes to destroy my bank account currently. I'm keen to race this R33 with the RX-7 too. Apparently, they're pretty evenly matched now.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see. I mean, your car will actually make it there, but it'd be interesting to see if mine goes. It'd be cool.
We're gonna meet up though and go for a cruise, Zach.
Oh, 100%. I'm still yet to go meet Alan, Woody, and everyone, and I've been messaging Woody for years, and just
yeah.
Does he reply, or you just been messaging him for years?
I've been messaging him for years, and there's hundreds of messages there, but no replies. But
when you shake your head, everyone always says how much you look like.
Yeah, that's it. I might shave my head again, and then I'll message him again.
Make a video of it.
Yeah.
Host like the first 5 minutes of his video or something.
No, he's a really good bloke. He invited me up as long as there was no cameras, and I'm like, yeah, dude, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're pretty cool. We'll find out one of the events they're going to, or hang out there or something.
Huh? Yeah, no, certainly. I'm down for that.
I
have to go meet up with Bowden's as well. Dan Bowden asked me to come up.
He's a legend.
And, he asked me to come up and have a chat to him in Sunshine Coast. You know that video that I made where it was like really dodgily made for like, I want to get sponsored by Bowden's. Well, he actually messaged me.
Yeah, that's right.
I was just washing my car and I was like, hey, Bowden's, I like your stuff. You should sponsor me. And then really dodgy like things like that. And yeah, sure enough, Dan watched it, loved it, and he asked me to come up to Sunshine Coast when the Rotary ran.
Can you put
bring your car down here and we'll wash it with some binder.
Binder?
What is
that sounds like some sort of like...
That's scary. I've never heard about that before.
Sexyland product.
No, have you heard of Fireball? What about
like
Fireball?
Whiskey?
No, the car.
Whiskey?
Like the power product. Fireball? No?
Nah.
No, never.
Oh, true. You got to get on the... Yeah, so Fireball and Binder are all made out of the same factory. It's all made in Korea. But, you know, that's Fireball stuff is pretty amazing, but it's a little bit pricier. And then Binder's like a sort of a slightly cheaper brand of what they do.
Probably
like
more aimed
brand.
Consumer rather than a detailer.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But they do all the ceramic coatings there, everything like so.
Very cool. Yeah, right. I'll have to have a little look.
I love Bowden's.
We've got a big rack of all the Binder stuff here. So we sell it on our website as well. So we sell stuff like that, car wash, and we have our own microfiber towels now.
Rad.
We do like battery products and electrical products and stuff as well. So Schumacher as well. We work with Schumacher, do all their battery chargers, maintainers, lights, work lights and stuff as well. We give away a few bits and pieces at the end of the month on our shows as well. You know, on our podcast, the end of the month's like the wheel week. We have a few donators and then we'll throw them on the wheel and then give shit away. So
wicked. That's like you guys have got the whole setup. That's cool, eh? It's wicked.
It's just mainly people watching me get drunk because, look, I've been going for a while now. And by the end of it, people comment on it. They're like, "Yeah, get another drink, Dave. Here's $5. Get on, have a shot."
That's good though. That's awesome.
Oh man,
we joke about there's an OnlyFans page that's just me drinking.
doing shots for money.
Like you and your beers, like.
Definitely not a great way to go.
Oh no, Zach's having internet troubles.
Yeah, the screen's
come back.
Yeah.
Zach's stream stall. Looks like we're still going on Mezz's channel.
Yeah, you're going, but Zach's internet's bad.
Oh,
real bad.
We've been there with that, so we operated for the first.
What's happened?
I don't know.
Well, I think for the first 3 or 4 months, we did every live stream off of a mobile hotspot.
Wow. Yeah. Really? Like off a 4G hotspot?
Yeah, because it was quicker than the internet that we had.
Yeah. That's the case. Like sometimes it's so bad. Hey,
we got
now. Back.
Yeah, it looks like you're back.
Yeah,
you're back on yours, but your quality's way down.
Yeah, it probably would be like that.
I just meant the picture quality, not the stream quality, you know.
Yeah. That's all good. That's
coming through at 144p. Let's see. There you go. I can boost it up. 720. There you go. Let me boost it to 720.
720.
How many? Oh my god. I'm running like 3 streams at the moment, like on YouTube. So I'll kind of like stop all them for a second. That'd be nice.
We tried for a while to stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time, but it sort of used to glitch out a lot, honest, didn't it? So everyone on YouTube
I could imagine
said, drop Facebook. We don't care about Facebook people.
I was just about to say, do you get much traction on Facebook, or is it just like...
Probably more, yeah.
Well, our Facebook and YouTube constantly fight a battle between who has the most followers.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Okay, yeah, right.
We got about...
Well, I see you guys have a crazy amount.
Yeah, there's about 5,000 people on our Facebook page as well. But there seem to be different people that what we see in
Why
YouTube.
don't they just go to YouTube? I don't understand that. Like, why are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I don't know. And then you look at the analytics. I'm sure it's probably much the same for you guys as well, as you look at the percentage of people who watch your videos who are subscribed, and it's like 80% not subscribed.
Yeah, and you're like, well, just subscribe. Like, my latest videos are just like, because they get like the standard 500 views and then go up another 500 or more, and it's just not subscribed. Like, what are you doing? Subscribe, please.
Get on bandwagon.
Like,
the R33 content for us was big. So Tyler's R33 dyno video, which we sort of was probably one of the easier videos for us to film.
Yeah, just slap it together, really.
Yeah, and then
everything was linear. Like I just knew that basically, because you're filming it all in one day, and then everything that happens, as long as you film those shots along that timeline, everything is going to be exactly how you just drag it in and you just cut the ends off. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
See, I just saw Dave Ray commenting there in your chat, Mezz. So Dave Ray, Bad HQ over in WA. He says palming. So WA also agrees with palming.
Oh, fucking.
Finally, another state that's got their head screwed on, man.
Where's my phone? Hang on.
I see our camera glitches every so often on there. Tom.
Yeah, it keeps flickering green.
Yeah, it's a Discord thing. We don't normally go through Discord, so
is it Palmy
we do Streamlabs for everything.
That's it.
I'm asking Siri.
What do
She doesn't know
I'm trying
either.
to find. She doesn't know.
No. Siri's got all the answers,
Yeah.
surely. There you go.
Look.
Very cool.
You can see right here on DoorDash or Uber Eats.
Nah, sorry, mate. It's way too bright. Cannot see a thing.
Parma and chips. I just ordered.
You also just put your dress up for God knows how many people to see. Well done.
Did I?
Yeah.
They have my
Your
dress in it.
right there.
Oh, that's not my dress. That's my old one.
Apart from the fact you ordered food there last week, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I could
So
have.
how's it at your place now, mate? I know you had some Zach. You had some people
Oh, yeah.
in dicks.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's like I don't live on the quietest street, and I knew that eventually people were going to find out where I lived, mainly because we can't really do anything being a rental. We can't take our numbers or anything else as well. And we live on the north side of Brisbane, so I knew people were going to find out eventually. But so many people ended up finding out that we have had people knocking on our doors, looking through cars, and just stuff like that. So cameras have been a wicked investment. They've probably deterred a lot more people. I regularly post about the fact that we have cameras, and there is a lot of things up there to say that we have cameras now. Plus, in all my, if anyone ever comes, it's up on Instagram, it's up on YouTube that we have cameras around. We take the number plates and we get everything there. If you're being a dick on the street, we have it. And I get regular messages going, why would you rat people out and stuff like that? I've never ratted people out.
What?
But if you're gonna do skids on my street, especially being in such a little quiet area, that's a bit ridiculous. Luckily, we've had no one do that. We've had people that have done little pulls and stuff like that, and we don't live on a very wide street.
Yeah.
If the car's parked on one side, you can barely get around it. So
Yeah. But they're just
a
doing
lot
it.
of people go past here and rev.
Yeah. Correct.
I don't know whether that's just random or not, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I would do that if I saw someone out the front on the driveway and I was driving past randomly. If I had no clue who that person was and they had a sick car, I'd give them a wave or a rev or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah.
But when it's when there's no one out the front and it's just my Skyline sitting out there and they pull over and then gun it up the street, it's stop, please. I don't really need that.
Well, we've got a pretty good car community, like on our channels, and I guess there's always been heaps of footage of stuff that we could have shown on YouTube that might have gone a bit more viral, but we don't show any of that. Like our whole thing, and Tyler, I said let's put a positive light on the car shows and the car scene.
Yeah, certainly, yeah.
So that's always been our aim. And Tyler, he'll pull me up. I'll be the one. Yeah, we should put that on there. That was bad, sick. And he'll be like, he's the voice of reason. He's the voice of reason. Yeah, so he's sort of like, no, don't put that on there.
So much reasoning.
The ACA stuff doesn't end up on our channel.
It was around the time when a lot of the content going on in Current Affair was. Especially the time when they started calling it car enthusiasts instead of
Yeah.
That was sort of why
we're showing it. This is car enthusiasts. This was a lot of our stuff. There's also old guys out with their, like me, I guess, out with their cars, just having cars and coffee or whatever,
Yeah, you get dragged into the fucking shitstorm of green P platers in Falcons and Commodores. Like, dumb shit.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I don't like watching it, but
exactly.
So, but we try and do everything out on the track.
Oh, certainly. Like, I really found out, especially when I moved to Brisbane, there's so many track events, especially in Queensland, that you can enter. Like, there's Fridays, there's
so many.
There's Matsuri. You can go to Archerfield 3 times a week to burn off some steam. I honestly don't understand, especially, it's going to get a bit controversial, but Mexican Hoon Cartel and everything else as well, the crap that they are putting up is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And just like, I find it crazy how people in Queensland can still do that sort of stuff and talk so negatively about our car scene and still hoon around and say that we have nothing here when we have a lot here. So
you got tons of stuff. If you want nothing, come to Victoria where you have like one event a month and that's it. And it might get cancelled. Like,
and look, don't think we're some special saints out there. We do
certainly,
everything, but we just don't show that, and we don't promote that, and then, and when we do it, we know we're doing the wrong thing too, right? And if we get caught, well, you're gonna, cops are gonna drill us for it, right? And we're probably not much, but there's the occasional whatever when you're out testing your car, but we just try and get to the track whenever we can too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, certainly.
So we got a lot of opportunity to do events and stuff like that too, with the Fridays, we get to go along to that and, take your car out and have a bit that's a pretty good event actually, that one. Power Cruise, you go out there and you get showed up pretty quick because some bloody big power cars out there.
Yeah, I think we're in like a 550 horsepower Skyline and we nearly couldn't beat anything.
Far out.
Yeah, so, you come back in, I think we're off nearly every race. Yeah, 550 horsepower.
Holy shit.
I saw some of the unfortunate crashes out of the last Fridays as well. One of my mates with Sopu, the blue FG that crashed out there last time.
Sopu.
That's another player.
I don't think I saw that one.
Nah, I missed it. I think you were out there, weren't you, Zach, as well?
Yeah. I think that's where I first met you guys, but it was only very quick. I was like, hey. And then I was going in a car, so I'm like, see ya.
Yeah. But probably the highlight was Power Cruise going in the Hoff's Supra.
Oh, yes.
The quickest car I've ever been in.
Same.
And it's just like an otherworldly feeling.
Yeah, when you're doing over 1,000 horsepower, and that thing hooks up, like, it was pretty impressive.
I couldn't even imagine what that would feel like.
It was very impressive. Very impressive. Yeah, it was like, wow.
Just think like the Vomitron at Dreamworld.
The Vomitron.
One that sucks you into the wall when it spins around.
The old Gravitron, they used to be called Gravitron. We used to call it the Vomitron, but it was really called the Gravitron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing that, where it spins around.
Yeah, I know the one. I know the one. Yeah. Yeah.
And we can turn upside down. Like, it was like that in the car. It was pretty intense, that thing. That's just hooks. And, he had some pretty good runs. I think he might have beat Goran in the Cortina, that Barra Power Cortina. That's super fast. That thing is.
How good is that car?
Yeah, so I think he got just in front of him on one of the runs. And then Plum, that VL Commodore, they were pretty level pegged as well, and that's a very quick car. So, getting out there and having a go in some cars like that, that's just, like that. That's pretty impressive stuff to do. Then you hop back in your own car and,
cry.
Like, oh yeah, I got 400 or 500 horsepower. That's boring. Like it seems like it, but yeah, it seems lame to have, and yeah, it's heaps. But that was good. What else are we going out there for that one? You went in the Skyline with slow 34, which is Zane's 550 horsepower 34.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly not slow.
And you went in Chris's VL, the 2J VL.
Yep, Chris Ethel's VL. You were out there with Joel McMahon as well in the Centura, in the Senni. You'd know that one, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
So he was having a bit of fun in that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool car, actually.
The turbo one?
Yeah.
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 So
and the story behind it as well is cool too.
After I did the clutch in the Ute out at Warwick Drags, Greg gave me the keys to that and said, take this out. Like that was like my first time ever drag racing.
Wow, very cool.
And then,
you got like a 550 horsepower.
Yeah, that thing goes pretty quick.
Yeah, certainly.
Right.
And
even
I
after
love being a passenger and like watching the wastegate, like especially as a passenger, like it's really cool because where it comes out, like just sprays the whole sort of vision and the windscreen and everything else with just like exhaust gas, and you like your vision goes blurry while you're going down. So
you're like,
it's all over the road, and you're just like bobbing about in this thing with stock suspension, and you can't see anything, and it's wicked.
Yeah, that's that was an impressive car, and he gave me the keys to that out of Warwick Drags and said, take this for a run. And I'm like, you sure? I've been drag racing for like an hour. And he's like, yeah, man, go for it.
Should be right.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then, I even shifted into neutral and limited, bashed on limiter and everything. And he's like, no, go again. Get another, try again.
Really?
No, they're good blokes. It's actually who's letting me borrow the trailer for Mezzarino as well. His whole family is just so nice.
Oh,
and
that's sick.
They are.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of HQs, I think, as well.
We've got the Chargers.
Sorry, the Chargers. That's it. My bad.
Valiants. Yeah. So it was we did a video on the 360 Magnum, Greg's Charger during COVID lockdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So went out and sort of, because we couldn't go, there was no events, so we did a bit of a video on that. That was cool. But really good guys, really good guys, and that's what we love about the car scene. There's so many cool people like that we get to hang out with, and go in the car. Handful. We've been in. I've been in that up the street. That one has all the condensation hitting the windscreen from the methanol.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, flying up the street in that a few times. Those guys. I don't know. We've had a lot of good experiences thanks to the cars and car scene and everything. We're pretty thankful for it.
You can meet so many people in the car scene. It's unreal. You just go to one car meet and you just meet so many people.
Everyone loves to talk about their car too.
Exactly,
I like to talk about my cars, and so do you guys. And you just got to be, approach the people, and everyone will talk to you about it. And if you've got an interest in their car, they're quite happy to tell you about it.
Yeah, exactly. Occasionally you'll come across that one person that's like got their awesome car, but they just won't tell you anything about it because they're the sickest. But apart from like that 1%, there's so many people that'll just tell you everything about their nugget. Like, it's the best.
There may have been a really cool 55 Chev that we waited like all night to get the guy.
Yeah, it was a gasser.
Yeah,
they done it up like a gasser
cool.
and waited all night to get him. And then we were like, oh, it's a really nice car. Do you want to have a chat? And he was like, thanks. Jumped in his car and drove off.
Oh,
what the hell?
That was it.
Yeah, right.
We
haven't even spoken about our own cars tonight. What cars do you guys actually own at the moment? For the people that don't know on my stream.
Yeah, I've got the white R33.
Mm-hmm.
I've had that since February last year. I bought it just before
so much nicer than mine.
Ooh, lucky.
I paid a bit more than yours.
Yeah, I paid a decent bit more than what you paid for yours.
Fair true. Yeah.
Jumped on a plane It was sort of like a bit of an impulsive decision actually to buy it. I'd been looking for one. I was looking at one the week before that or 2 weeks before that. There was a fully built 2530, and I was going to go and buy that. And we were going the day before we were going to look at it. He goes, "Oh, I've changed my mind. I don't want to sell it." And then found out like a little while later that the guy who actually put the hoists in it, one of our friend's shops, had bought the car.
Oh, he's dogged you.
He was like, "Oh, there was some guy who was coming out to look." He's like, "Yeah, there was a guy who was going to look at it the next day, so I went and bought it off of him that night."
Yeah.
So then I saw this one and I was like, "Oh, it looks pretty clean." He'd sent me heaps of photos of it.
Yeah.
Videos of the compression testing, videos of it running. And then I jumped on a plane, flew down to Melbourne, went and had a look at it and was like, "Yep, that's the one," and bought it and put it on a truck and got it back up here. And then, yeah.
You didn't try that maiden drive with a sight unseen R33?
Yeah. What a game, too. Would have been good content, though, wouldn't it?
That would have been sick content, eh?
You should have done it.
Oh, but I'll tell you what, if it was rough, even from Childers, that was a scary drive. Like, I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, it was kind of ironic, actually. The day that we bought it, it was absolutely bucketing down in Melbourne and the roads were just full of water. So it was a good day to get a boat.
Yeah. You put the sails up and away you went.
But then, my cars, I've got 1975 Holden HJ.
Yeah.
Which used to be 308 and now is LS. So at a skid factory, did the LS conversion in that.
Oh, cool.
We'll probably change the gearbox and stuff now. It's only got 4L60E in it, and so that holds it back a little bit. Because,
What would you put in it?
I'll go to Turbo 400.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I'll probably change it back to that. Originally, we did the 4L60E because it was a cruiser. We built this to be a cruiser to get to all the car shows and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not, like, as a cruiser, it's not too bad. It's 380, there's a dyno sheet there behind you somewhere, Tyler. It's 380 horsepower of the wheels, so it's not a bad cruiser. I don't know where it is. And then, I've got the VE Ute, which is pretty tidy, that I've had for a long time. And it's just NA, but last time on the dyno, would we get 480 at the wheels with that?
Yeah.
And then I smoked the clutch, and then we ripped the 6-speed out. If anyone wants to buy a T56.
Oh, how much?
I got one sitting there. I've got to advertise that one day.
Actually, I do. Send me a price, and I will 100%.
Oh well, it's only got 90,000 Ks on it. It's
perfect. Yeah, my girlfriend's dad just bought a HQ panel van. He's wanting to put an LS in it at the moment, so it's only a 6-cylinder at the moment, but he's going to put an LS1 and a T56 in.
Yeah, okay.
To tow his caravan stuff.
Yeah, well, it's a good box, but yeah, no, I killed the clutch, and then we were going to replace the clutch, and then in talks of doing that, I got a good deal through guys Armstrong Autos up at Clontarf, and they really helped me out, looked after me, and they've got a pretty nice ute that they race up there as well, and it had Turbo 400 in it in the VE. So we went 3-speed auto. She's full set up for race these days. So
very cool. Yeah, right.
Sits on about 3,100 revs on the highway out on the M1.
I was going to say, is that your daily?
No, they're not. No. They're both like polished
proper
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept back to it. So it's a 2007. It's only got 90,000 Ks on it. So
yeah, cool.
Yeah, so and I think I bought it with around 80,000 Ks on it.
Yep.
So I've had it for
beautiful.
So it doesn't do too many road kilometres, but it just gets raced now. So
yep. No, that's
right. Times are getting better. It's just me now. But what was my best time?
7:71 on the 8th, I think.
On the 8th mile.
So it's about a 12-second quarter, I think.
Yeah,
that's wicked. Yeah, right.
But it'll go quicker. It'll definitely do 11s, and then this year we'll at least throw 150 shot of NOS at it. If not, we'll put a bit of boost into it. We'll go turbo, I think, is the plan.
You're not going to do the massive big Leroy twin turbo, strip it out, that whole thing.
Haven't happened to the HJ yet. So the HJ Cruiser might get a bit more because that'd be pretty impressive. With about 800 horsepower to make that thing pretty impressive. It's already
hell yeah.
And Tyler's needs more power. It's got a roll cage and everything that R33. So
I think you probably had that limit at the moment for the stock bottom end on the 25, correct?
Yeah, that'd be limited.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep, 100%. There's a limit. 21 pound out of that.
And it's a tiny little turbo too.
Is a lot too.
Yeah.
Is it 21 psi at the moment you're running?
Yeah.
Factory R34, but bought out.
Factory head studs and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sick. I like your ways.
I like your style.
It's got a lot of because of the Haltech. There's a lot of controls in there. So as soon as
certainly, yeah,
up and it pulls timing and stuff like that. So,
shit.
So yeah, if you went out on at a power cruise or something and strapped 3 laps together, it's going to pull timing by the time it starts to hop in that third lap. So it's only set up to do a couple of laps like that at that rate.
Yeah.
So, and we got we just did the shirts for the R33 as well.
Yeah, I saw those. Have you got them in yet?
Yeah.
Because what you sent me, it's what you're wearing right now. What you sent me on the pictures on that group chat, it's friggin' rad.
I wish I thought of this idea before you, to be honest.
It's the HJ.
Oh, sick.
Beautiful.
And then
I wish I thought about this 33 idea before you guys, because it is absolutely brilliant.
Don't worry. Just take it, dude. Just take it.
You reckon I could just take it?
Yeah.
How much do you want for it?
That's sick. That's actually rad.
So the Overtaking Lane Yacht Club membership.
How much are they?
$35.
Yeah, sweet.
So
that's awesome.
So yeah, we'll hopefully move a few of those, and we want to get some camera gear. So the idea of what we want to put our money towards this year is more camera gear. I know we've got a bit, but we actually want to get to have wireless cameras, the wireless HDMI setups, and better video camera to do the live stream. So we want to have multi-camera live stream from the drags and events.
Hell yeah! So that's gonna be freaking rad.
That's about a $20,000 investment to get to get what we want to do for the setup. So all the switching gear and everything will just run, 3 or 4 blokes out running around the track with cameras, and we can do that and bring that to everyone for free. We don't want to do pay-per-view or anything like that.
We've said we'd never charge for any of the streams.
Yeah, so it'll just be like run through merch and YouTube and
Yeah, and if
we might be able to get some businesses
then they can donate stuff like that as well.
And if we had a lot multi-camera live angles, bloody stuff out at some of these events and drag racing and stuff, I'm sure there's going to be businesses that want to put the logo on the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. And people will probably want to hire you out as well, for other events, because no events have that. They just have one camera panning across.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and there's nothing better than being able to get to go to the events and to go to the, drag racing and have Ben Bray, 2 meters in front of you taken off from the line and blowing your hat off and all sorts of stuff. Is pretty cool stuff, isn't it, mate?
Someone's saying that's the OnlyFans account for you.
True. So that's Marf over there, Marfy Boys. I've mentioned to him before. So
they were having a chat in the thing before saying that I look like him, and I just looked at a video. Apparently, I look like him.
There's a collaboration there for sure.
Yeah,
Marfy Boys. Well, Mezzarino.
Maybe I've got a brother or something, long lost brother, or dad. Could be a dad.
Well, I guess we're gonna go.
You guys do have to go. So
start our stream. So we've had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah. No, thanks for coming on. Just 10-minute notice,
We just worked out well. We were setting up. Tyler was out here hooking up cameras. I'm like, well, if we got it set up, we'll come on.
Yeah.
For a 10-minute setup, and it's more legit than any of ours. It's amazing.
Yeah. Hey, our setup's good, all right?
100%. I got a big light, and I don't know what that is. But
I got a light, but it's not on.
Yeah. Well, I got this, but it's not connected. But whatever. It's broken at the moment.
It's our subscribers and everyone that helps us out that makes it look like this. So
yeah.
Like I said before, we put all the money straight back into the channel. So
might just send you guys a Zach Baldy sticker so you can chuck it up on the listed name behind you.
Yeah. I don't have one, so
there you go.
I'm playing a video, Bugs.
I
was just going to say that link there in the chats to head over to your channel because you guys get on live. So if you are from my channel or Zach's channel, head over.
Oh, yeah, I'll grab them too, actually.
I'll post. I already got it.
Yeah, well, anyone that comes over tonight and any of our donators and stuff, Tyler's got to put everyone onto a wheel and give away some shit. So we'll give away a couple of these shirts tonight.
Yeah, that's awesome.
A steering wheel or actual legit wheel?
No, like a spinning wheel like he does. Right.
I might actually tune in myself to one of these streams. I might see you guys on in the chat.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. If you are new to both of our channels, I suppose, please hit the subscribe button because it's really appreciated. We always like having those numbers boosted to make our feelings go happy. Thanks for coming on, boys. Is there anything else you guys want to say?
No, thank you guys. Thanks, it's been good fun, and we'll see more Hilux choppy action, and and maybe we'll come and do some stuff on that RX and work out your overheating problems.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Yeah, do it.
Please.
I'm not a mechanic, but I don't have.
You can try and fix some stuff.
I reckon we can work out overheating issues.
Yeah, no, certainly. I mean, I have just ordered the $3,500 kit for it. So if this doesn't work, I don't know.
You're just going to sell it?
This thing.
part it out and sell it?
I'm determined to make it work. No matter how much it costs, it's going to work. So
it'll work. It's a cool car, man. Very cool.
No, cheers.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us on.
Thanks, mate.
No worries. Appreciate it.
Thanks for everyone watching. And if you didn't watch this live, you're a pleb. Alrighty.